Retro Rat here, coming at you with another pickups video. Today is May 2nd, 2015. Today I'm going to go over all the crazy stuff. Today was an amazing garage sale day. Started out extremely slow, but it finished off way strong. Plus I got a call back from my garage sale guy who goes and buys stuff at garage sales, and then this is the first time he actually ever called me back. I never thought that giving my number would get him to call me back, but he did. A storage locker guy called me. Another storage locker person gave me a call. It's just a crazy amount of stuff. This week's question is actually going to be trying to get a feedback on the future of my videos. Because this video, if I showed you everything and told you every single deal and showed you everything, would have been probably an hour, hour and a half video because of how much stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight stuff that I thought was pretty fun, pretty cool stories, and show that stuff off, and then I'll just pan through everything else that I got. And then just, tell you what I paid and all that other stuff. So in the comments down below, let me know what you guys think I should do going forward with my videos. That will enter you in this week's contest. Every week I'm doing a free random game giveaway. Again, if I get 50 thumbs up before Saturday night, which would be the 9th, it would be 3 people would be drawn to win 3 random games. The winner will be drawn in the next part of this segment of my video. Well, actually the third part, because I'm going garage selling tomorrow as well. So I'll film the video tomorrow because there's still about 6 hours left that you guys can enter to win. I've been getting like 20, 25 entries. I love it, guys. Thank you so much. So give me a thumbs up, comment down below, be subscribed to tell you enter my contest. Alright, let's start off with garage sales. Start off today, there was a sale that posted video games. It was about 25 minutes from my house, started at 7 a.m. I got there nice and early, and I bought a bunch of stuff, which I'll show you a little bit later. Fast forward through the day, I am not finding anything. I am just struggling, and 2 hours have gone by, and I'm getting little bits and pieces. Like, I bought this cell phone for 10 bucks. It's an iPhone 4, works perfectly. There's no cracks or damage, so that was a good deal. That was pretty much almost to the extent of what I was doing. Wife calls me up. It's now almost 9 o'clock. Son's fed. She's ready to go hop aboard. So I knew that I would start entering, other garage sale areas. So I went, drove, picked her up, and sure enough, her and my son were my lucky charms. First big sale that she puts into the GPS, we go to a couple houses. One house, the guy runs inside, comes outside, and there's nothing that we can work a deal on. But we go to this other, we're still going down the street in this like giant little community area. Inside the shopping center is people set up. And she's carrying my son because I forgot the stroller, and we're taking turns rotating carrying him because he's heavy. So it's her turn to carry him. I notice as I'm about to make it go back to the car, I notice out of the corner of my eye I see tools and stuff across the street at a lone house. So I go across the street. I ask how much these games were because they were mixed in with DVDs. The guy says $1 a piece. So I grab every single one that he's got because at $1 a piece, the titles weren't that horrible. And also, I asked how much this was, and he said $0.25. It's a little Pac-Man, like trash can change star. I think this is amazing. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm definitely using it. And the 6 games were Hitman, Area 51, Brothers in Arms, Jak and Daxter, Wrath of Cortex, Simpson Hit and Run, which I didn't own, and inside Simpsons Hit and Run were Namco Museum Volume 1 and Tetris as well. So, pretty good deal for $6.25. And as I'm paying, I always ask the question, do you have anything older? I ask if he has anything older. Guy says, yes, I do. I have Nintendo and Atari, but I don't want to part with any. I don't want to part with either of them. I said, I can understand that. I said, do you have any Nintendo games you wouldn't mind parting with? He says, sure. He goes inside, pulls out 6 Nintendo games. Naturally, I'm just going to buy all 6 just with the hopes of trying to coerce him into selling me everything else. The 6 games were Ice Climbers, Gremlins 2, Thunder and Lightning, an Attention sleeve, Burger Time, and 2 copies of Alice Eraser Jr. So I gave him the $6 for that, and then I said, well, listen, how many other games do you have left for the Nintendo? And he goes, I got about 14. And I said, okay, I can understand that. And you got the unit. He goes, yeah. I said, are there any other games that you mind parting with? That if they're a little bit better titles, I'll give you more money than $1 a piece, because realistically, who's going to go inside and dig out stuff they want to sell to you for $1? And he says, no, I want to keep them with the system just in case I want to sell the system. As soon as he said that, I knew I was going to buy the system. I said, well, listen, let me ask you a question. You got about 14 games and a system. I said, would $50, $60 work for the system with the 12, 14 games? He goes, yeah, that definitely would work. So he goes inside and gets it, and here's what I got. Original Nintendo, which I'll show you all the cords and cables later. And this stack of games, which the stack of games are awesome. First thing I see are these right here. The Aladdin Deck Enhancer with Micro Machines and with Big Nose Freakout. I thought that was pretty cool. Aladdin was an unlicensed game system that they put the accessory on for this. There were 6 games total, and then they actually made games for the Nintendo. They got semi-licensed, I want to say. Fantastic Dizzy, Big Nose, Caveman, and I can't remember the other ones that they got. I think it might have been Meg 29 and something else. But anyway, and then I saw these games. Clash of Demon Head, complete in box. Mickey's Adventures to Numberland. This is complete in box, and this is an extremely uncommon game. The card alone goes for $30. Complete is probably like $90. And then you got Tetris, and then Destination Earthstar. The loose carts are Zelda, Dr. Mario, Pac-Man, Bart vs. the Space Mutants, Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout, the original X-Men, Castle of the Dragoon. I want to say this is an uncommon game. It's not that expensive, like $10, $15, but I haven't never seen it in the past few years. And then naturally, the Mario trilogy. So I tried to get it for $50. He goes $60, and I'm like, all right, $60's fine. So then I leave. We go to another couple sales. By now it's winding down, and there's other small stuff that I've been finding, and I'll show you that stuff. And then all of a sudden, my son starts getting fussy. It's time to get something to eat, and it's getting really late in the day. And I said, well, listen, why don't we go to this last community sale, and then we'll go home. I'm not expecting to find anything nice in this community sale because it's extremely late, and community sales are usually the first things to hit. I go there, and at the first house I go to, where is it? First house I go to, I asked the guy how much for his PlayStation games. He goes, give me $1 for both of them. Frogger and 007, which you're going to say this is nothing special. I always ask the question, do you have anything else? And he says, I have an N64 inside, and then he runs inside and goes and gets the N64. N64, 2 controllers, 1 generic controller, with another regular gray controller. System, hookups, expansion pack, $20. So by now, my wife is going to go walk down the rest of the way with my son, and I saw in the corner of his eye that he had this look like he wasn't done selling me stuff. So I asked the question, do you have any other video game stuff? Do you have any other video game stuff? And then he goes, well, I don't know if you'd be interested in it. It's a PlayStation 3. So I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely interested in a PlayStation 3. And then he goes, why don't you come inside and I'll show it to you, show you it works. It is a PlayStation 3 Slim with all the hookups, a blue controller and a black controller. This isn't it, but it's over here somewhere. Oh, sorry, right here. And then I noticed out of the corner of my eye, I saw some DS games. I said, well, do you have any DS games you want to get rid of? He goes, the wife really wants to keep all the DS games, but except for 3 I own. One is Pokemon Black 2, Plants vs. Zombies with the cool slipcover. The little guy's getting eaten. That's pretty cool. Bejeweled Twist. He said, well, how much would you pay for that stuff? I said, well, tell me what you want to pay. I said, you know what, I'll give you 60. And I meant 60 just for the system, and then I would give him more for the games. He goes, yeah, 60 will work. Out of the corner of my eye, As I'm leaving the house, I noticed a Nintendo and some games. Every game was all common except for one, and I tried. And I said, "Well, would you part with that?" And he goes, "Nah, I really don't want to part with it." I said, "Even for $10?" And he goes, "I said because I really want to play it." And then he goes, "Yeah, sure, $10 works." Zelda. So I got 2 copies of Zelda this week. So now I'm leaving, and my wife is already gone. She's moved on to more bigger and better things down the block for more sales. I catch up with my wife, and then I tell her to drop the kid down because, like, again, we don't have the stroller because I forgot it. Drop the kid down, and then as soon as we do that, I'll walk back to the car and I'll drive back up. As soon as I do that, the guy flags me down. He goes, "I got 3 games that I pulled out that I would sell you." And it is the... Where's the double pack? I don't know where the double pack... Here it is. The Forza and Halo double pack, Xbox 360, Power Brick, or I should say hard drive, and Gundam Dynasty 3. I paid $10 for that. So, again, that was a pretty good deal in itself as well. And then me and the wife we're walking, and then I got a bunch of other stuff that I'm about to show you a little bit on a faster speed run. Guys, don't forget, comment down below, thumbs up the video, and be subscribed. Have a great day. Alright guys, here is the rest of my garage sale finds for today. All these games here, from here up, were a quarter a piece. Max Payne, NHL, Fight Night, World Series. You know, nothing crazy, but I'm not going to leave any games behind for a quarter a piece. And all these games, again, were a quarter a piece, with the exceptions of Full Auto, Red Dead Redemption, and Ace Combat 6. I paid $2 a piece for those. It was all the same guy. Very happy. I mean, literally, I paid $12 for this stack of games. The next stack I paid $20 for. A little upset about it. The whole Kingdom Hearts trilogy, the reason why I'm upset is because this one has a cracked disc. So it's a spare case and manual. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. It's missing the manual, so that's a little upsetting as well. Sonic Rider, Zero Gravity, Naruto, which I'm going to probably get all the Naruto games, and then Crash Bash. For $20, it's still not a terrible deal. Next is a calculator for $3. Anybody ever sees these, please buy them. They are dirt cheap, and they sell for $20, $30 all day long. This lot right here was 45, 55, 60. It was $60. 2 common GameCube games. A Game Boy Advance, Pikmin, Double Dash, Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, Lost Vikings, a 1019 memory card, system, cords, and cables. This was $15. Only reason why I bought it was just for the Scarface for my collection, PS2 Fat, and obviously all the cords and cables. She wanted $30 for all the Ninja Turtle stuff, and I wanted to pay $20. She goes $25, so I said, well, why don't you throw in a DS game that you have as well? And she goes, okay, and it's Shaun the Sheep. This is an uncommon DS game that sells for around $15 to $20, and the Ninja Turtles I'm probably going to keep for my son. Here are all the cords and cables that I was talking about earlier. And now we're going to jump into my storage locker guys. Storage locker guy gave me a call, said, hey, I'm in the area, and I got some stuff for you. Paid $100 for everything you're about to see. Original Xbox, all the cords and cables for all the systems that you're going to see. A Blackway Game Boy Color, a original PlayStation, Paper Mario, Sticker Star, and then all these games here. They're all complete. And then all this here is empty cases. This is actually missing San Andreas, but I just picked up San Andreas today, so that'll be complete and that'll go in my collection. Now we're going to jump over to a guy that I ran into at a flea market, and I was like, you're buying video game stuff too? He goes, well, I really don't buy the stuff unless it's cheap enough that I could just flip it real quick. So I gave him my phone number, didn't expect him to call, and he did. I paid $120 for this lot that you're about to see. An Xbox 360, it's Red Ring. I already knew it was Red Ring when I was at his house because we tested everything. And all these games. Crystal Chronicles, that is factory sealed. Wind Waker, Far Cry, Twilight Princess is missing a disc. That's pretty depressing. But just a solid amount of games. Like I said, there goes the Vice City that I needed. Or was it San Andreas? I don't know. Silent Hill 4 I needed for my collection. Some good GameCube games. Some more 360 stuff. Okay. And now we're going to jump into the last... My other storage locker person called me, and they run a thrift store, and they said, well, listen, Chris, I've got some stuff. It's not much, but you want to swing by. So I swung by. No games, all the hookups for everything. Original Nintendo, PlayStation Fat with the network adapter, and a Master System. Paid $40 for that lot. While I was there, I went to the thrift store across the street. And this is actually the final story that I wanted to tell you guys that I forgot. I got all the stuff right here. Oh, bonus. Didn't even know that was in there. Perfect. Controller pack. So I got all this stuff here, and I'm with my son, and it's time for him to feed. If you notice, you'll see like $3 on these, $5 on the Super Nintendo controllers, $4 on the original Nintendo controllers, $4 on the Zapper, $3 on the Xbox controller, and then $5 on the N64 controller. So I separated everything for $5, $3. I separated everything, and I brought it to the register just like this. These were $5 each. These were all $3 each. I'm sorry, these were all $4 each, and this was $3 each. Total should have came to about $50-something. My son is screaming in the store because he's hungry. He's extremely hungry, and he's irritable. So I'm trying to get out of there as fast as possible. That's why I separate everything so she can go 5 and hit the thing 3 times, and 4 and hit it 4 or 5 times, and then do the same thing with 3s. But she thought that everything was 5, everything was 3, everything was 4. So I paid $12 for all of it. Thank you for slipping that up. And also I found a controller pack in the back of my N64 controller, which is a great purchase. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to enter the contest, and have a great day. Alright guys, I traded in some games, and I bought these 2 for my collection. And then here's the eBay auction. The listing came up while I was doing some garage sales, and I just literally instantly bought it. It is a few complete box games. Dick Tracy is complete with the map and poster. Jordan vs. Bird is missing the game. Double Dragon 3, I wish it was Double Dragon 3. Double Dragon is complete. Spy Hunter is complete. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which is the best one in the lot, is missing the game, but it has the manual. And then a loose card of Flying Dragon. Guys, thanks for watching. Right here. Today is May 3rd, 2015. I'm going to go over all the pickups that I got. Before I do that, I'm going to do the drawing. There was 22 entries. The last entry I got was around, I want to say either Friday or Saturday. Guys, if you don't know about the contest, all you have to do is thumbs up the video, leave a comment down below, and be subscribed to my channel. I do a free random game giveaway. I'm hoping to find a bingo thing or some balls or something to make this a little bit easier on myself, but until then, we're just going to do the drawing here. Got tons of names, and the winner is going to be this one right here. Winner is number 1. So his name is going to appear right here. Congratulations, whoever you are, and thank you for entering. Alright, to start the day off, as soon as we got to the flea market, we haven't been there since, I'm going to say 6-7 months, because it's about 60 miles from my house. But the wife wanted to go. It was a nice enough day where we could take the son out. First thing I saw at a table was Mario Kart Double Dash. Inside it was a generic memory card. It is 100% complete. It was $5. That was probably the cheapest steal of the day as far as terms of value goes. The next lot was $30, 10 apiece. She wouldn't come off the price, and that was 3 PS2s. One was a slim, 2 fats. So those who don't know, console only is $20 at GameStop, or $25 with cords. But if they work, you can obviously sell them for more. Alright, the next grab was a Game Boy Color without a battery pack for $10. Very easy to just flip. Basically, almost all the stuff I got is basically just to flip real quick. There was a couple things that I bought. First thing I bought for myself was at my buddy Marshall's table. He had a bunch of things that I was interested in. Just money wasn't there, and I didn't make any extra money to pay for the stuff, so I wasn't going to be able to come out of pocket. But what I did get was the Berry Game Boy Color complete in box. I'll catch him up with too many games, so I'll probably get some of this stuff later. The next lot that I got was this lot here. It's about 2 hours later. My wife has bought a few movies, and we're just having a good time. And I saw this guy who set up. He said most of his stuff was already sold. He should have been there earlier. I passed his booth earlier. He was just lying. There wasn't any extra stuff because I've watched his booth. I wound up getting a Nintendo with 2 official controllers, a power supply with some tape on it, and this stack of manuals for 25 bucks. I'm not sorry, 30 bucks altogether. The reason why it was 30 bucks, he wanted 25 for the Nintendo and $2 a piece on the manuals. But oh, and I also got a official PS1 memory card. The manuals were Mega Turrican, Shadowrun, Ghosts and Goblins. The manuals aren't in the greatest condition, but they're good solid titles. Gauntlet and Lightning Force and Sonic and Knuckles. So very pleased for 30 bucks. Definitely well worth it. Next is I went to my buddy's table and I did a straight up trade for my Ninja Turtles that you saw earlier in the video. I got 2 Game Boy Colors with the battery backs and Contra. I thought that was a pretty fair deal. He collects Ninja Turtles, so some of the stuff he keeps for himself, other ones he'll just sell. At my next friend's booth, who he never really sets up, but today he set up, I got Star Tropics 2 Zorda's Revenge. I've been missing this. This is kind of a Zelda clone, if you don't know about it. It's almost the same sort of concept of collecting, finding hearts and pieces and swords. They're pretty fun games. They're not quite as fun as Zelda. The next was, like I said, another easy flip. Super Mario 64 and a Game Boy Advance SP with the charger. I paid 50 bucks for both of those. Going to sell the SP for 40 and Mario for 30, so I quick 20 bucks. Like I said, I'm not really, hitting any major deals. Random $3 power supply grab, random dollar deal Genesis Model 2 grab. I walked by this booth, saw it, thought I saw $75 in the price, continued walking, went around again, thought I saw $75. On the third trip around, I actually looked at it and it said $15. And that is a Texas Instrument. Everything is in here. It's 100% complete. Styrofoam manuals, excellent condition. For that price, definitely worth it. For 10 bucks, Mario Kart DS, 15, and Yoshi Touch and Go. They were both complete. For $2, not for resale, Spyro the Dragon. Found out that this isn't a not for resale full game. This is a not for resale demo. Still uncommon. I paid $2 for it. Paid $1 for the controller with no receiver. If you guys don't know about this, this is an amazing Logitech wireless controller for the PS2. If you can find it cheap, they run about $25-30 bucks with the receiver. Really good condition. Work really well. Next deal was another 35 bucks. I got 2 Mario 3s, 1 Mario 2, and then for myself, Taito Legends Power Up. That is complete. 35 bucks, not a bad deal. And then the final deal today, which I actually ran out of money. I had to go tap for it, but definitely well worth tapping. Paid 60 bucks for both of them. It is an AGS 101 SP with a charger and Smash Melee disc only. I have the manual and the case for this, so again, I'll wind up selling that for 65 and this for 40. So amazing deal all around. Guys, thanks for watching, and congratulations to whoever I put at the top. Thanks for watching.